Hello, today I'm going to be presenting my final project talking mainly about Latinos, Latinas, and Oscar in the past. My name is Angel Jesus Panduro, and we're here to hopefully answer the prompt I made, which is, while being Mexican American has a lot of positives to people that's ancestry comes from both sides of the border, it also comes with the challenges that affects a person not only physically but mentally. Looking back, not only during a more modern age, but going back to the conquest of Latin America, when the Spanish and the conquest of the land from the indigenous and made a new mix of people with social hierarchies and a word for them or a word to call them. What are some of the problems that not only fit during the early periods of civilization, but ones that we face in the Latin American population today? How are these similarities between the two time periods, and what could lead to this, or this lead to? I hope you enjoy the presentation. We will begin by going over a sort of general overview first from the material that were provided, and then this will lead us to going over some of the material I chose to add. We will then go into wrap up and then the ending. In the Daniel Alacon article, you see the view of people, you see people viewing him in a certain way and trying to put him in a certain preconceived stereotype, like when they were asking about his parents' like job. Showing a sort of expectation or expected sort of view that Latinos are out under and that we're expected to sort of play. And then you also see this when he's explaining the sort of authenticity equation that people of color face, basically judging how real their experiences are, and judging their work also on merit, but also just based on their background. In the text by Silverstein, you see this when he's sort of discussing the hairy men and how they are also on top while the indigenous population is at the bottom. Also got in the pits looking for silver. This shows a sort of pattern slash recognition of the past of Latin America, where the Europeans were on top and the indigenous population was beneath them. In the Gringos at the Gate, it shows this clash between Mexico and the U.S. because of soccer, but if you watch the whole thing, it's more than that. It's about a division of culture and from what I took away from it, sort of division of Mexican Americans, where they're judged from being both sides, whether it's their physically or their heritage, because they're either not Mexican enough or not American enough, whether because they were born on the wrong side of the border or because of the color of their skin or whatever variables people want to base them off of. Through the early years of exploration, when the European nations were coming to Latin America, Spanish being a very prominent example, because of the extensive amount of material written forms of art that were shown or that survived and shown. There's sort of an inequality between the native people and Europeans. You can see this mainly in the casta paintings, where the more European you are, the higher up you were on the list, and the more darker you were, the lower you were. This sort of dictated the rights you had, the privileges, the taxes you paid, and then so on and so forth. You also see this in the modern day, where we're speaking from personal experience, personal experiences I faced, whether it being from family members who don't see me as true Mexican because I was born in the U.S., even though I can speak Spanish and both my parents are from Mexico. Or whether it was in class in middle school and people were asking me where I'm from and I said guess, and they would respond Mexico. To answer the prompt that I made of, well, being Mexican American has a lot of positives to people that came from both sides of the border. It also comes with the challenges and so on and so forth. Just basically the prompt I made. There's a lot of parts to it. In the readings, documentary, art, experiences shown, it's something that's not a single or isolated incident, something that can be shown throughout history of Latin America, whether the offspring of Europeans, indigenous blacks, the offspring mating with the European indigenous black or other groups, just so on and so forth. The fact that they had their own word, like words to be called, just to put them in their place and just have the control and sort of where they ranked on this list. Today's modern day, with Latinos and Latinas being manhandled by immigration officers and forced to remove from their homes, work, wherever, being treated as low caste citizens in a way that's unjust in my opinion, but that's for another day. Sort of marginalization that affected Latinos and Latinas for a long time, but it comes with a sort of pride, whether shown in art, film, writings, and so on. It helps build an identity that has gone on for many generations. Pride has gone through wars, injustice, and marginalization. You can see this from one example that I know of, from the Zoot Suit period, where Latinos and Latinas and blacks too, they would dress up. They would go against social norms where it was during a time where they didn't really have many rights and during a time of war. You can also see this during Chicano movement when the riot strikes, protests with Latinos and Latinas, trying to go further themselves in a world that was trying to bring them down and just trying to put them in their place, I guess, if you want to put it that way. I just want to say thank you for your time, and I hope you have a good break.